In 2014, I started a high altitude balloon program with students because a student asked if something was possible. And ever since then, the best thing about this program has been seeing kids push the limits of what they think is scientifically possible and personally possible. Seeing how students are able to perform and grow while given complete autonomy, agency, and ownership over a project is something that just allows them to develop their problem-solving skills, their collaboration skills, their academic and personal maturity in a way that no other experience can. I think that although I've seen kids do amazing things, some of my greatest victories and some of my students' greatest victories in this are the kids that haven't been sure of themselves and haven't felt very confident in science or school in general. And as soon as they see that what they're doing is important and that what they're doing has value and that they can make a difference and really impact something that's bigger than them and impacts more than them, and seeing those kids just dive in. And every day on launch day, there's this huge amount of stress and pressure, and you feel just the weight of it all. And every single time, even though I've launched so many times, I feel like every day I'm like, gosh, is it gonna actually go up? Are we gonna actually get everything back? And there's always just this stress that we all feel. And then as soon as we see that thing in the air, it's just all worth it. That, you know, kids did that, students did that, I didn't do that. They all made it happen, and every year that's what makes it worth it. So I just hope that this program can continue and that more and more students can get the opportunity to just push themselves and question and let that really drive where their experience takes them.
The problem was that the GPS wasn't working properly, so we actually weren't able to find the balloon on our own. We had to use assistance from Mrs. Hurst and our teacher, and she had to call the company to get the GPS to work. And once we solved that issue, we knew that we could go forward, and once we had our real launch, the GPS wouldn't be a problem, and we'd be able to actually go find the payload once it landed.
Oh my god, bro, that is just so crazy. It's right there. It's right.
As part of the high altitude balloon launch, how to be cutting into the payload box. That was so much fun to do with Shay.
Okay, wait, the most important part.
Oh yeah.
Lego, ballerina, pink, Batman. The instructions are it has to come back.
High-altitude balloon launch, I've learned that teamwork is all about the effort that an individual puts in. It can be hard during times of conflict, but communication is what saves the team overall.
learned so many new things such as leadership skills and learning to work with others under difficult circumstances. The independence and freedom that we were given to make mistakes and learn from them, as well as collaborate with both classes, was my favorite part.
Cover the balloon, and one of the teams has been calculating the trajectory, how to calculate the lift based on our overall balloon mass, and you can follow the mission live. We hope you all enjoy, and we should have liftoff here in about 10 minutes or under. Thank you guys so much. Please join me in a final countdown.
What happened with the first launch is, since there was a lot of wind, the pressure monitor gauging how much helium we are supposed to put in the balloon, it gave us a false number. So we let it go and it didn't go anywhere because the buoyancy was equivalent to the normal air pressure. So we had to pull the balloon back down, unsecure the zip ties and electrical tape, and then reinsert the helium tube and fill it back up with more helium so that it could lift off of the ground.
Every class period, I was learning something new, whether it was about leadership, problem solving, or just communicating and working in groups in general.
On 3, 2, 1. Let go. Thank you so much and have a good day.
The Period 3 launch team's frequency experiment tested whether or not altitude has any effect on the frequency and decibel level of sound. While the original hypothesis was that the frequency of sound would decrease as the altitude increases, in reality, the decibel level of the sound decreased and the sound got clearer as the altitude increased.
What I really liked about our HAB research was being able to work with so many amazing people and learn so many new things.
My favorite part of the high altitude ballooning experiment was being able to see it on the launch day go up into the air. Knowing how much time and effort and stress that we had in designing the payload box, and being able to see the finished product at the end go up into space was a really great experience.
I'm gonna conserve my battery.
Since we left, and we're still trying to find the payload boxes in the balloon. We have coordinates, but it's very hard to see anything in the mountains with all the trees. Based on the coordinates, like the balloon could be anywhere here, and there's sharp bushes, and it's not looking good.
So we've been trying to find the payload boxes.
It's not really working. There's really sharp bushes.
I got stabbed in the leg.
It's very slippery.
Oh yeah, I almost fell like 3 times.
It's kind of hot.
I got stabbed.
We have like no water.
Yeah. We're staying optimistic because we do have some coordinates, so we have a rough idea of where it could be. Also, the parachute's a really bright color and the payload boxes are reflective, so if we do get a glimpse of it, we'll know directly where it is.
He might not be.
I don't know, we're kind of bummed because we didn't find it, but the experience was fun. We went hiking for like 2.5 hours, and that wasn't expected, so the journey, but
oh, we still have
got
to
some
walk
scratches.
back.
yeah, and it's not over, we gotta walk back.
Layla and I literally hiked up
But-
the top of the
What's up, dog? We didn't find it, but I'm still smiling.
and Becca and I went.
I got the machete for whacking some weeds. I got the GPS tracker. I'm gonna go get that balloon today. Currently walking along this ridge, and we are about to recover this balloon. It is about 0.03 miles off of this ridge. You can see where I'm at. So just when we had totally lost hope and multiple GPS failures, I looked up in the bushes and saw that. We found it. Here is the balloon, pretty mangled in a yucca that has also mangled my legs on the way over here to get it. This payload is totally protected here under this bush. We lost the GPS signal because it is so far underneath this bush, which is pretty amazing because it came from that direction and fell on this side, the non-windward side of this plant here. Here we can see the parachute. I saw the orange, that's how I found it. Yeah, yay! Been hiking all day, I'm so glad to find this thing.
Throughout the high altitude balloon project, I definitely learned a lot about how people can do different tasks seemingly separate, but then come together in the end for a finished product. The success of our launch just goes to show that by working together, we can accomplish anything.
I would just like to say thank you to Ms. Hurst, to the administration, to all of the media who came out to support our launch, and just everyone who has put in the effort and the work to help us make this project what it is and just make everything happen. This is not by any means a one-person job, and none of this would have happened without the support of everyone who has worked with the HAB project for any of the last 6 years. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone.